But what's happening at the border to families seeking refuge is just the tip of the iceberg of what is happening to Latino families across the country.
We had really lacked political resources from institutions to mobilize voters during the midterm elections. So for us as LUPEPAC, who always are fighting to get new voters on the rolls, to raise the new voters so like the candidates can go after them during election day, because the number one reason voters go out to the polls is because somebody asked them to vote. The problem that we have in our communities across New Jersey is that if you haven't voted in the last 2 elections, nobody knocks on your door because they assume you're not going to vote. So our job as activists and as Latinas is going to be to go talk to voters that the regular political process doesn't identify as a one over two. Latinas United!
Today, I come here because we are also championing a person who championed for us. You know, I am so happy to know that together we are fighting a good fight. You know, you can't continue to allow that our president portrays Latinos the way he has. The fact that also as a woman, you know, the statements of his misogyny against us. I mean, it's clear that it's not acceptable. But you know, there's a lot at stake at this election, especially here in the state of New Jersey, not only in the country, but for us here. You know, we have had Senator Menendez that has been at the forefront on so many issues. You know, he worked his way through a lot of difficult times. He faced so many challenges and always speaking up and standing up for us as a community. We cannot allow anyone to get elected that supports the views of Trump.
We can tell him that we are not a political punching bag. We can tell him that our sons are not criminals or rapists. We can tell them that our children are American-born children that have undocumented parents, are Americans, and that deserve all the rights of an American citizen. And we can tell them that Puerto Rico deserves respect and deserves investment. That's what we're going to do with our vote here in New Jersey. Are you all with me?
Yes.
The total Latino population in New Jersey is 20%. We are the 4th largest, most diverse state in the country. And we have very good representation in terms of our Latinas in elected office, and they're here with us because they're helping us make sure that there's more Latinas who get elected, but that there's more Latinas that get engaged.
My name is Janet Murguia, and I'm president of the Unidos US Action Fund, and we're here today partnering with LUPEPAC because we want to be united on behalf of all of our Latinas to act, to participate, and to vote. And yes, even to run for office. For us, it's very important to have coalitions, understanding the importance of our Latinas to be engaged and to be educated and to participate in our electoral process. So now we're focused on the midterm elections. We came here to endorse a great champion for our community, Senator Bob Menendez, who we endorsed for re-election to the United States Senate, and we made it very clear that he is someone who has championed our community and the interests of our community, but he has also championed all of New Jersey for what we believe are the best interests and the best policies. So we're here today together, making sure that we're going to grow our political power, grow our voice, and to make sure we're going to grow our vote on behalf of our community.
As a very young age, I knocked on doors and made sure people came out to vote, that they understood the platform, who was running for office, how they would best represent us, you know, regardless of, you know, what walks of life they came from, but basically that they represent the issues that are important to us as Latinos, as women, as minorities. And so I've also, at a very young age, also began making sure to knock on doors so that people are counted in the United States Census. And so it's a passion of mine. It's something that I've been doing, again, as a very young age. And so I continue to do that as a campaign manager as well for Senator Nellie Poe, who I also serve as a chief of staff.
LUPEPAC it's a very prominent organization in the state of New Jersey. It's organically, it's grown because of the people that we have, not only at the board, but we have legislators and, for example, our governor that are very supportive of our causes. So I see LUPEPAC in the future really being a dynamic force for Latinas, not only in New Jersey, but hopefully we could take it across the nation to really mobilize Latino voters to vote in the polls.